plaintiff, Derek Campbell, says 3 months after he started dating the defendant, she got pregnant. Derek claims throughout their relationship, the defendant was a big flirt, and he often saw text messages from other men in her phone. Derek's suing his ex for a loan and emotional distress. Defendant Sierra Monroe says she started dating Derek after he stalked her on Instagram and refused to take no for an answer. Sierra says while she was pregnant, she saw a text message in Derek's phone from another woman who also claimed to be pregnant with his child, and she denies owing him for anything.
Start with you.
Okay, Your Honor. Well, me and Sierra, we started dating back in January 2013. We was rocky. We've been rocky since we first started talking.
How old were you all then? She looks relatively young.
She was 19 and I was 20.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. She was a real big flirt. You know, she had guys hit her phone all the time in the middle of the night, asking her
You all living together at 19?
Yes, sir. We actually had a child 3 months after dating.
Well, on a college campus or something?
No, sir. I had my own apartment.
What type of work were you doing?
I'm a technician. I work on cars.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Where did you train?
My dad just taught me.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
All right. Go ahead.
Yeah, so she was a real big flirt. You know, she had guys texting her phone all the time in the middle of the night. You know, when can I take you out? When can I see you?
How do you know? You were looking at her?
I did, and she didn't know it. Anytime I would bring it up to her, she would deny it. She'd either deny, delete the messages, or flip the script on me to make it seem like I was the one, cheating.
Doing something.
Our final straw was one night we had an argument, and after the argument, I went to bed. She decides to take my daughter over to another man's house. I find out from the iPhone app, Find My Phone. I go over there and I find out she's at another man's house. And after that, we just ended it. We split, we was done. We just decided to co-parent our daughter together.
Well, it may not be true, so let me stop this. All right. Young lady?
Okay, so the way we first started talking was he was stalking me on Instagram and wasn't taking no for an answer until I told him I would go on a date with him. So we went out on a date, started dating after that, and then shortly after dating, I got pregnant, and after that, the road just went downhill from there.
How? Why?
He was still cheating. He was cheating and kept
Give me some
cheating.
examples of you catching him.
Well, when I got pregnant, he came home one night, I looked through his phone, and there's another girl claiming she's pregnant with his child, of course. He's just cut her off completely, didn't even see if she was really pregnant or not, and after that, it was just, trust issues.
What?
She wasn't, Your Honor. No, sir.
Okay.
She wasn't.
He doesn't know because he never even found out.
No, he'd have found out. He'd known. All right, go ahead. Then somebody would have been knocking on that door to serve him them papers.
Okay, so after I got pregnant, he was still cheating, and so one day we decided to sit down and have a conversation about how we want to work our relationship out for the sake of our child, and so he basically told me that he wanted me to sit at home, be pregnant, and just not do anything, and just sit at home, be pregnant, and just sit there. And while he can go out, still party, date other girls, sleep with them, and then come home to me, get in the bed and cuddle up and go to sleep.
That's what he told you?
Yeah.
All right, I don't believe you.
I'm for real.
I don't believe you. I don't believe
Your Honor,
he
that's
said
not true.
He wanted to go out and sleep with other girls and come home and cuddle up with you. Don't believe he told you that. Now, do you want to respond to what he said about you being caught at another man's house? He did or not?
Yeah.
Okay, good enough. So far you're admitting. Do you admit that you wanted and requested that she stay at home, get pregnant, stay pregnant, let you go out and party, let you go and have sex with other women, and then come home and cuddle up with her?
No, sir, not at all.
All right. I didn't think you would be that unreasonable. Good enough. So, now we know whose credibility has been damaged. Let's get to the loan.
Okay, well, Your Honor, back in November of 2014, me and her had broke up. Our lease was over at the end of December. We came to an agreement that I would be moving out, and she decided she wanted to re-sign the lease for the townhouse. Towards the end of December, she came to me and let me know that she wasn't gonna be able to really afford it and asked me to take out this loan for her. So for the sake of my child, I did. You know, I ain't want my child to be stranded somewhere. You know, ain't no telling where. So I did. Come January, we took out the loan, $1,518. She was supposed to make the monthly payments on it. And ever since then, she hasn't made a payment ever since April. And anytime I try to ask her about it, she always threatened to take my daughter somewhere, take her out of state. You know, that's the thing she did whenever we argue.
What's your emotional distress?
Did
she ever do it?
I mean, it's been several times where she took my daughter in the middle of the night. I wake up 2 a.m. and my daughter gone. You know, it's been multiple nights of that.
But that's when you all were living together?
Yes, sir.
In a relationship?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, can't get emotional distress for relationship issues when you all are still together. Ma'am, what do you say about the loan?
I did agree to pay him back, but we had a verbal agreement at the end of July that since I didn't have him on child support, that it would cancel out the balance of the loan.
Okay. Is that true?
No, sir. I take good care of my child. I pay the daycare, anything she needs. She knows she can come to me.
How much do you give her per month to take care of the child, sir?
I don't give her anything.
All right, so you're not paying child support?
No, sir. I cover the expenses of my daughter.
You need to pay child support.
Yes, sir.
Not just cover the expenses as you think you are. What do those expenses come to, in your opinion, on average?
Over $1,000 easily.
Per month?
Yes, sir. Daycare alone is $520 a month.
Okay. Well, you wouldn't be ordered to pay that much should you go to child support. You can voluntarily do it, but I suggest that you do it through the court, because she's at any point can come up and say, Your Honor, he hadn't given me a dime. And they go, how old is your child?
1.
All right, 1. She can go back so far 12 months. Mm-hmm. And the judge would assess 12 months worth of child support against you. And all those things that you claim you're doing, daycare and all that, the judge will turn to her and say, tell him thank you, those are nice gifts. Or it could be a judge like me who might say, no, I do consider that a portion of the child support I'm going to assess, and I would deduct it. Some judges won't. Some judges will say, nope, everything you've done, sir, is a gift. It's not considered child support, so let me go back 12 months. And I think you should be paying $500 a month, and 12 months, $500, you owe $6,000, sir. You say, well, Your Honor, I've been giving her $500 a month. And she's going to say, young lady, has it been? I don't know about it. Ain't give me a dime. Judge's going to say, young man, she says she ain't giving you nothing. $10,000. See what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
All right. Nonetheless, I'll grant you your judgment because, ma'am, I don't believe you bargained away your child's child support. $2,260. Just can't grant you emotional distress. Continued success to you. Have a good day.
Yes, sir. You know I love you, man, but you came up here lying on TV. You know I take great care of my daughter.
He's not paying $520 for child support. We're both paying half of it. I don't know why he's trying to make it seem like he's just some great father that he think he is.